What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, going over the other massive frame nerf in update 35.5 in Warframe, we're going over Divine Retribution NEZHA. More like Divine Comedy NEZHA, because I can't believe this actually got launched the way it was after all the warnings DE got before it came out. We'll be going over what happened, how much we tried to warn them, and how massively this got nerfed, because this one's really annoying me. As someone that really didn't play NEZHA that much, I had a reason to, and now you'll see the reason was basically reduced by 50% at base range. So let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. Hopefully they don't nerf stuff as much as they did this week. This is actually a big blunder in my opinion. The first actual blunder of the new Warframe dev team. Alright, so also, yeah, there will be the last day of drops until the new drops start next week. There will be like an Archon Shard drop starting on Monday on my channel, so make sure you're watching on Monday too. Alright, so let's go over what happened with Divine Comedy NEZHA, because this is a total joke right here, how this actually got into the game the way it is. So basically, you're watching a pre-nerf bit of footage right here, and the AoE nuke size on NEZHA's augment was 53 meters with every range mod in the game. I just got corrupted, so now it's 106 meters, but that's an unrealistic situation. That being said, the augment that was added is called Divine Retribution, and it would basically make it where every enemy that's on the fourth ability of NEZHA, Divine Spears, would share the stats. As you can see, everything's dying around me. That is because of the augment. Now, that still works. But what they did is they made the base range of the ability chopped in half if you have the Divine Spears augment equipped. So here we are in the ship right now. So I look at my NEZHA build, and I do have the nerfed augment on here. So it says reduced base ability range by 50%. So we look at the every range mod they gave, 280% range. We have a 26.6 meter radius. So I take that augment off, it goes back to 53.2. So we're talking about a mega nerf. So every, let me state it again, every single range mod in the game, and we only have like, a 26 meter nuke. We look at some of the other frames in this game, they have like, 40 or 50 meter nukes with that much range. So, and also no one was ever using NEZHA's 4 to nuke high levels. That was pretty much a thing that was new as of this augment. So why did they do this? How did this happen? Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know how this happened, because you looked at creators' videos around when this is coming out, we were all saying, this augment looks OP. This is over a month old video from me saying, I literally have NEZHA in the picture, and I'm like, I say in the video, don't expect this one to come out the way it's actually being previewed. It did. I don't know what is happening at DE. How did nobody realize this was completely broken? 53 meter instant kill nuke with the proper builds. Do they have no idea what they're doing as far as, what is actually balanced or not? Because we had Dante come out with this ridiculous state. I'm going to go ahead. This might sound speculative. This feels like a setup to NEZHA, to me. I feel like NEZHA was betrayed because it was not just me, by the way. Almost everyone who was making videos on that dev stream that they showed this augment said, oh, that's going to be ridiculous. It probably won't come out like that. And you know what? I think anyone that used it realized, yeah, this is probably a little bit too good. Even me, I'm like, this is ridiculous. But lo and behold, when it does come out, there's no nerfs to it. It's the exact same they showed in the stream. And I'm like, okay, well, that happened. So this was extremely negligent on DE's part to release this, with all the people telling them this is going to be extremely busted. Now, I'm not saying that NEZHA doesn't deserve to nuke things down, but, and also, I'm not saying the nerf is not justified, but I think the nerf is actually a little bit heavy-handed. I think it should be like a 20% reduction in range. A 50% base reduction in range is nuts. I don't think we've ever gotten a nerf that big to a specific augment ever in Warframe. So let's go over how it is on the current patch of the build. It's the exact same, I got the exact same mod config, but it's going to be going from 53 meter radius to what you saw in the arsenal screen. So here it is on the current patch. Now, be aware, there are enemies in the room I'm actually in that aren't dying. So like that enemy behind the stairs, he was apparently not within 26 meters. So we're talking like, big Phantasma beam range of kill. It's mega nerfed. It's so nerfed that I might as well just not even play NEZHA anymore. This is the first time I played NEZHA in a long time. So NEZHA's going back to being just a frame I'm going to, I guess, play for deep Archimedeans if it's an option, or on a circuit. This is massively nerfed, guys. So I think DE needs to change their process. There needs to be like a public test cluster or something for these mods, or at least take feedback from creators, take feedback from your actual community, and don't ignore it. And when it comes out, people feel, not only did NEZHA get betrayed, but the players feel betrayed too. You released this ridiculously strong thing. People bought NEZHA Prime. I don't know, what's NEZHA Prime go for, 100 plat? They bought the Augment, which was probably like extremely upcharged on the first couple days it came out. And here we are a week later, and a massive ruining nerf came to it. So yeah, you could nuke down a small room like this, but look at this hallway. It's not gonna reach the end of that hallway, and it definitely, and like I said, full investment on range. Everything is on range that I can actually put on here. So yeah, enemies around the corner not dying. It's a very, very strict 26 meters, and it feels ruined to me personally. So let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments down below. I do think that there should be a correction here. Now this one, unlike Dante, this one's not getting reverted. We have no information on this one getting changed at all. You know, Dante is getting his birds rebuffed up. The LOS is hopefully going to get looked at again, even though I don't know why they had to add it on there. And yeah, this one has not been, there's not been a single peep about this or the Archititron for that matter. So this one is probably going to stay the way it is. If I were DE and they wanted to, you know, squash some of the massive frustration from players right now, what I would do is I'd say, we are now going to make it where it reduces the base range by 20% or 25%, not 50%. You cut the range, the ability in half, you completely just gutted the build. Like this was a nice little build that NEZHA had going. It was really OP. It was really OP. We are all aware of that. But DE chose to not change it, even though there was a multitude of things. We tried to warn them. We really did try to warn them. Hey, DE, this one's busted. You might want to look at this. Yet it comes out, you let people play with it for like 4 or 5 days, then you massively nerf it, and it's like, okay, and you just move on. Like that is extremely terrible if you ask me, and unlike Dante, it's not getting changed back. So sorry, NEZHA players, you had your day you had your 3 or 4 days in the sun, and then they decided to do a 50% base range nerf. So yeah, this build, if you want to still run this build for like, Steel Path Survivals or whatever, be aware that they have to basically be, within like beam gun range to actually get killed by this. Unlike before, where it's like enemy in the other room dies. So yeah, no one's trying to say it wasn't OP. I'm trying to say DE should be doing more of their due diligence to look at this stuff before ahead of time. Get some feedback from players. If they are unable to realize this is OP, we might be in kind of trouble here. But yeah, get some feedback from creators. I'm not an official creator, but if you want my feedback, DE, you know it's out there. I'll sign an NDA if you need me to. Look at this stuff ahead of time. Don't get people that are just, want to impress you and make you feel better about yourself. Like, oh yeah, it's really good. You're not getting good feedback from those players. You're getting, just yes man answers. So yes man answers are how you get things massively nerfed. People start complaining about, give me refunds for Dante, day after. So DE's got plenty of work to do here. And yeah, I think this one deserves some justice too. This one got betrayed. NEZHA was betrayed by DE. And I don't think it's very fair. To me, it seems like it was intentional. Like, release it OP, people will buy it, and then we'll nerf it, and then they can deal with it afterwards. Because what else is there? They had months. They had feedback for months. We've known about this augment for over a month. There's no way it should have came out this way. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, the exact same build as before. Negative, low duration, things like that. Extremely low duration, extremely high range. A little bit of power strength just to increase your multiplier, and use DOT weapons like the Phantasma, the Lex Prime with a hemorrhage build, and the ceramic dagger gives you some good outburst on your Lex. So I'll see you guys in the next video, daily reset video tomorrow. I'll be live on stream if you're going to get the last days of the Sarah Glass Shard and Tome Mod grab bag. Come on, stop by the stream. All right, guys, see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.